So we are currently Princess Zimraphel of Andrast. We are 99 years old. But we also have strong Númenórean blood, which means we are going to live for a lot longer. You can see life expectancy plus 60 years. So we've still got a bit of time left. Probably about another 30 odd years, 30, 40 years. Which is good. We are desperately trying to form the Grey Numorean culture. We have a prestige to do it. But we want to fork our culture. And for that, we need more acceptance. And we are struggling to get acceptance. We have 42%. But we really need that to be 80%. So it's creeping up slowly. Slowly but surely. And we'll hopefully get it there. We might not. I hope we do. I'm not sure if there's anything else we can do really to increase that acceptance as much as it is. We already have a steward. We're focusing on keeping a good steward with strong kind of friend stuff. It's tricky. I don't know any other way we can boost that faster. And to be fair, the mod kind of tries to stop you doing this because obviously it is a kind of full takeover mod. It's just thematically for our role-playing, we wanted to make it so that she's kind of turned her back on her black Númenórean ways. Other interesting things that happened at the end of last stream, and we should remember, Isengard. Things have got a bit crazy in Isengard. Sauron has been overthrown. He has been overthrown by High King Galien II, the Usurper. Now, rather impressively, if I remember rightly, King Galien II is a descendant, the grandson of Éowyn and Faramir. So Isengard absorbed the right of the Riddermark, which has then from within taken over and destroyed Isengard. We took advantage of this situation somewhat because we have actually stolen the staff of Saruman. Sorry, not Sauron, Saruman. What am I saying? The staff of Saruman, which is giving us a prestige boost at the moment. It could be better. We don't get a bunch of the stuff because we don't fulfill the requirements. But who cares? We have his staff. It's pretty. So Saruman's off wandering around somewhere, being all ceremony. It's worth remembering Mordor is here. Dark Lord Sauron, whilst being the Dark Lord, really fucking likes us. Mostly because we're a good diplomat. But also because, you know, we were good buddies. You know, he guardianed. He's guardianing, or did guardian, our kid. And that comes down to who our heir is. Because, chat, did we work out that we had a really good heir? Do we have good heirs? Do we need to find good heirs? We've got Princess Arpathana here, who is probably currently, I'd suggest, our preferred heir. Unless we ended up getting a good kid from one of these, and I don't think we did. I don't think we did. I mean, Isendor here is not the worst. He's got strong Númenórean blood, which will probably weaken. I mean, we could try and marry him off to someone decent. We did manage to marry her off to someone decent, so I suspect this is really who we're aiming for our heir and below. I think we're looking to craft a decent grandkid from her. If we can get a decent grandkid from him as well, though, that would be useful. So what we might want to do is see if he can, when he gets of age, because don't forget we can't marry for a while because of the bloodline. When he gets to marriageable age, we might want to see if we can get one out of him as well. He'll be marriageable in 2 years. As to Andrast itself, not a bad little pocket kingdom we've got coming on. We are not well off for soldiers, and this is a problem. We're also on a bit of a trip to try and get interesting men-at-arms. And we must remember to get the key ones for this culture. I believe is the Black Númenórean Guard. Vanguard. They're these chaps. Before we flip cultures. If we manage to flip cultures. We do have an available Dynasty Legacy. I think we're going to hold off it for now because... Or do we want to get it now? Maybe we want to get Noble Veins now. Let's get Noble Veins now. Remember, we are trying to live vaguely how these characters would live, which does mean that we kind of are going generally for disinheritance rather than actively murdering people. Which does make things slightly more difficult. Currently, this chap is our player heir. We might turn out some kids, you never know. We'll see what happens. The one thing I'm slightly annoyed about is Gondor is meant to have broken up, but for whatever reason the mod didn't fire properly, which is slightly annoying. I'm not really sure what we can do about that. I suppose if it was tied to a specific event and we knew the event ID, we could always console it and trigger the event, but I don't know what the ID would be. But, in the meantime, Andrast, Kingdom thereof. This is us. It's going alright. Now, I think at the same time as we've been doing this, we are looking at what we can do in terms of conquering and getting territory. We do have some nice alliances. We've got Pinus Gelin. We have our own kid hanging around here, and Narak. I don't know where Narak is. Serf refugees. An influx of serfs have arrived in the lordship of Rafinfalas from the neighbouring lordship of Nantharod. They claim to be fleeing from the abusive reign of Lord Ericolo of Nantharod. They wish to live in my domain instead. What does it give us? Increased levy sizes, holding tax and popular opinion. We could graciously return them, gain a bunch of prestige. I think we would grant them refuge. I reckon we grant them refuge. What's up, kitty? No, it's not quite dinner time yet. Ask me in an hour. Where are you? Oh, righto. You're that for some reason. I'm sure there was a reason why we did that. Oh no, he might have picked himself, because didn't we pick him on a throne? Or was it just her bloodline? No idea why we did that. But we are a relatively poor kingdom. And we'd quite like to correct that. I mean, we're doing okay in money. But the problem is, because we're having to do all of this bloody conversion, cultural conversion, we're not increasing dev. Now what we should actually do is, are you in our line of succession? You are. And you're now marriageable, so we should actually see if we can find you a spouse with Black Númenórean. The thing is, Black Númenórean inherits in a slightly odd way. No. Buttons. Belzegar. Yeah. Alright. It should show up as a trait. It's it's not a culture. Oh no, it's Númenórean blood, isn't it, that we want? Is there anyone with pure who fancies getting married? Ooh, hello. Pin her. Dude, do you want to marry this lady? She's not going to marry you until she's 40. Is he the better son? You're the better son. Don't die. Can we? Oh, it's 29. Right, we're going to see if we can get our tennis here to marry him. Well, he's genius and beautiful, so there's no harm in doing it. If we can get her. Yeah, don't marry me. Is she just a bugged out? No, we want her parents, don't we? Do you want to fancy joining my court? Because your kids are really good. I really want to marry someone to her. Either of them. They're both good. We are Horsey Man. We are now, Ooh, hang on. We've got an heir. Arpa Zenith. Our granddaughter Arpa the Zenith is pretty fucking awesome. How's the outdoor exploration going for Napoleon? It's going well. He's loves going out there. He keeps trying to get me to go out with him. He's like, come on out, I'll show you around, I'll show you all the cool places. And I'm like, no, that's not how this works. Saucy readings. Culture comes in any form, let them read. But yeah, the main issue I've got, and it's what I was having to deal with a second ago, is how do we not have anything on our walls? Is next door's cat, not my cat. We'll still have a go at him if he can. And so there's an element of kind of just having to... I can't really let him be going out unsupervised and coming back in unsupervised, so I have to leave the door open. And then that means that not my cat kind of will come in as well. I am now the Spy Master of Gondor. Right, he has less troops. Still more than us. We really need more troops. Like, we're on level 3, we should have way more troops than this. It's because of the cultural thing. It's really, really hard. Like, if we can get that cultural acceptance up, like if we could, the moment we can start our new culture, we're kind of sorted. But it's just really hard for us to get to that level of culture to be able to do it. I mean, we're at 43, so we are getting there slowly. Did just lose an alliance, and quite an important one. Go find me a book. Oh, what have we got? Fine law and ordnance. Nice. Okay. put that on display. I do love the royal courts in this. Thing is, Max is still getting his treats. Right, we're not suffering as badly from gout, which is nice. I wonder if we could just persuade him to give the province that's ours back. Like, that would make life easier. Depends on whose action that is. I could have sworn there was... Maybe they haven't added it to this yet, but wasn't there an action to persuade someone to give you a thing back if it's part of your de jure? Which that must be. I suspect they'll add more courtrooms and courtroom styles. So we can demand payments off our kids. Don't really want to try and persuade him to take holy orders. We could seduce him. Fuck you, Aragorn. Is it steward? Yeah, the problem is we can't... Our steward is just locked out. And the interesting thing is it's not offering it as an option. Which surprises me and confuses me. Someone's trying to kill my son. No way. Right, meanwhile, you are absolutely marrying this lady as soon as you can. And... who was the other one? It was this one, wasn't it? So that's the one that's now betrothed to us. I feel like playing Gondor in this mod is super hard, given how hard Sauron will attack. Yeah, I suspect you've got to be quite good at building some alliances up. There's a bit of Gondor going on down here now. I get the feeling as long as you can get solidly set up, you're probably fine. You just fight a lot of wars to white peace rather than victory. Meanwhile, we've got some gold, so we should be expanding stuff out here. Did we finish setting everything up? We did. Right. So we've got buildings in every slot here, which is good. Stewardship perk. I think probably Herregeld. The other places we control are Ranulphalas, which is a bit shit, but it is what it is. Rasa needs a town. Get a city going there. I think Tharagost we get a city going as soon as we can. Gimilthon. There you go, strong and wise Gimilthon. What kind of succession do we have? Prince Argazir has been murdered. Rip that son. Who killed him? Mysterious circumstances. Wait, we can flip to female preference. Job done. That solves our inheritance problem. That has properly solved our inheritance problem. Right, we are running out of alliances. Do we have the ability to get... being raided? Are they actually in our territory or in our liege's territory? They're in our liege's territory. We could really do with being allied to this guy again. I kind of feel like... what about Argazir? Can't get any alliances out of marrying him. Yes, hello Kitty. You right there? I suspect it's because he's got adult children. If we had a daughter, we could marry them to him. He's not up for it. He would just accept an alliance though, because we have obviously got that trait. So I think if we can get that, we do that. He still has no allies. And between his troops and our troops, we could beat him in a war. Like that is ours. I mean, are those basically the same thing? Lord Incanda the Impaler, he sounds fun. Oh, of course, fucking... we can't declare wars anyway because, the tiny rump that is frickin' Gondor. Let's see if we can get a hook. Do any good petitions? Oh, we can ask for a cancer seat. I've just got to pay him some gold. Sure. I mean, the thing is, generally speaking, it actually benefits us because we're not the strongest. Oh, he still controls that one as well. We might want to prep for the thing that allows you to go for all your claims. What's the one that allows you to go for multiple claims? It's a diplomacy one, isn't it? Is it a diplomacy one? It allows you to press all your claims, or is it a military one? It's definitely one that allows you to press multiple claims at the same time. There's an unlockable perk that allows you to press multiple claims at the same time. And I can't remember which one it is. Unless I've just massively hallucinated it. But I don't think I have massively hallucinated it. Maybe I did? Maybe I hallucinated it? Is it absolute control? Is that the one? No, that just does that just gives you like absolute control. Is there anything else on this we should be doing? No, we're good. Still promoting culture. How are we looking on that? 45%, slowly but surely. Our son has learned Westron. Good for him. Atabeth, you can absolutely join my court. Because she is getting quite old. And that means we're going to need a new steward who is very good. And congrats, that is going to be you. Where are you? Because I need to befriend you. There you are. Befriend. Because befriend gives a boost. Yes, I know you're still there. I'm being very passively aggressively catted at the moment. Dinner time for Kitty is 6:30. So we're within the bracket where he thinks he can get away with lingering. I've just received the most disturbing news. My chattering rival Saruman has been spreading false rumours about me to Atabeth. Damn you, Saruman! Claiming that my desire to earn her trust is nothing but a cynical attempt to exploit her. I mean, it is, but that's not the point. Preposterous! Nobody would believe such lies, and we can do that because we are a diplomat. Right, that's a city holding, they're building stuff, so that's good. This one isn't, so let's take the opportunity to build something there. And guilds is a good idea, so get some guilds going. It's 7 here in France, Napoleon's just on French time. It's possible. Someone's claiming my artifacts. So is she actually our friend, or just closer to being our friend? Also, we should probably pin her. It'll make things easier. The city of Aman-Gareth. I kind of can't, guys. No. I need some cities to keep hold of to generate some stuff. And maybe I'm wrong. Maybe there isn't one. I just had some memory that there was a thing that was like allows you to press all your claims at once. But as I say, it might just be a false memory. Right, don't really want to... I'm kind of going big on eco-development. so that's building a city. You get a city down as well. Because these are all territories we control, and the more we can do that, the better we can be. We've discovered ermine cloaks. What does ermine cloaks get us? We're gonna smear Aragorn. Because basically getting cities and stuff down is really quite useful for us at the moment. Princess Amali is now our friend. Atabeth, are you our friend? She's not our friend, but she's nearly our friend, so we need to do it again on her. Let's get rid of the Scrounger. We're not big on Scroungers in this court. No, we don't accept random strangers from people. While out on a leisurely stroll, the cry of a particular merchant stands out from the regular hustle and bustle of the street. I should move on. I know we're taking a relatively low-risk approach to these events, but claim on the entire governorship. I mean, if we pull that off, we'll be laughing. She is our renowned physician, and she is our court physician, so that's handy. It's Neckfill, the son of Chieftain Wallace of Coernis. Damn you. $47. Yeah, hasn't Aragorn been a bit of a... didn't he, like, imprison his wife at some point? Didn't he imprison Arwen? He's rakish, reclusive, and possessed. Zimraphel is decent, but also a hunchback. Sorry to hear that, Zimraphel. You can be Dolgufel. And we've got a decent chance of pulling that off. What do we need to be able to pull off the other alliance slot? There's not another way to get another alliance out of that. We can only get one. Would it not be wonderful if High King Elisar owed me, not out of fear but out of gratitude? If I, for example, was to save him from a vicious bandits while he was out travelling. Let's give that a go, shall we? Right, is that enough to allow us to go to war? It is. Right. So that one is for that. That one is for that. They do seem to be the same as... Oh, that's the duchy, and that's the county. Gotcha. Yeah, but I guess with the big claim is no use to me because she'd become her own ruler independent. She'd get a title that's of equal footing to mine. So I think we probably want to seize it. Because we'll gain the contested county and we're well under our limit, and I think this is quite a nice... I mean, it's a tribal holding, so we're going to have to flip it, but so we'll save for that. Let's go for it. Let's go for that. Why can't we declare? We don't have a strong hook. We do have a strong hook. Why can't we declare? Why won't that let us declare? How about you let us fight some wars, Aragon? Oh man, we already changed our contract. Yeah, but it shouldn't let you tick the box if you don't have a strong hook. Guess that means we're just going to have to keep cycling hooks on him. This is the slight problem with yes, we can't do that until... Right, remind me in 3095 we can fabricate another hook on Aragon. So we are very much on eco-dev mode. I mean, is that... That's a de jure part of that, so we're less worried about it. I'd much rather focus on eco-deving our existing provinces. Let's get some barrack upgrades going on there. Is this anything useful? Can you build a city somewhere for us? Absolutely, vassal. I shall just dispatch my agents. Nice. Free city. I feel like in character terms we shouldn't use extort subjects. Doesn't really fit with how we're playing this character. Great pox. That's not good. Go drastic. Oh, good work. Good work. Court position. We should probably do something about our low... Like we can probably afford... Yes, we got a pet cat! I feel like we should go up to there to at least jump us to 3. What are we calling the cat? The cat is called Peramir. Your striking beauty is what gives meaning to my life. I have no other desire to have you close that I may know you better. Really? Go away. Could pay homage, we're not going to. Don't I already know Westron? Yeah, I already speak Westron, so I don't get why it gives me Westron as an option. Let's pet Faramir. Aw, thank you, Faramir. Are you trying to make me a witch? Because that's not happening. We are good and noble and we don't do witchiness. So we can have another city there. I think if we can build another castle there, we'll build a castle there. Because these are kind of our core provinces. Oh, can I fabricate another... I have to not have the hook to be able to fabricate a new one. Well, that's shit. Steward! Atabeth. Can we befriend you yet? Always nice when a rival dies. 3120. Fuck me. That seems a bit off. She is Prego. We still haven't found a spouse for you. We do want Númenórean blood, ideally. So there's no one with pure. Really? No one was strong? What happened to this lass? She'll be marriageable at 30. Does he have any money? Could use it. That's a good idea. Because I do have the perk. Demand payment. He's going to give me 300 freaking ducats for it as well. And then that means we can fabricate another one. That is good thinking. And it's not likely to work. Ah, YOLO. Dude, get over it. It's a cat. Right, 9 months on the city there. But we can upgrade some of this stuff. So let's get barracks up a level. it worth us going down that? I think let's go down Architect. Yeah, 5.52. So slow. The problem is the further up we get, the trend towards baseline increases. You what now? You're doing a liberty war against... Against who? Oh, they're attacking you. Oh, yeah, okay. No, we haven't picked up the special men at arms yet, because I want to get income up before we do so. Like, we want more income and levies. We need to, we're on an eco and troop boost. Good evening, Specky. So yeah, eco and troop boost. And if anyone has any further ideas, or any ideas at all about how we could actually boost cultural acceptance faster than we are, like ideally we'd befriend her, but it doesn't seem to want to let us. We could go and kill some of those troops for him. He's going to lose that war, isn't he? Yeah, dude, just give up now. Oh, she became our friend. The other woman did. It worked for her. That was the lady that we were trying to marry our son to, wasn't it? Or set up to be able to marry our son to. She was strong Númenórean, wasn't she? Unmarried. All inside. Adult female. What was their name again? Is it Morley? No, it wasn't Maureen. Marion, that's it, you. Oh yeah, after all that, I frickin' pinned her. So she's only on -5. Liege's lodging standards. If we increase our lodging standards, she'll join our court. Yeah, we're working on some sewer protection. We probably want to go up 2 ranks then. Which I suspect means she should join the court now. Yep. Right, chat, you need to let me know when she hits 30 years of age, because that's when she can marry. Yeah, Aragon's not got a lot left, but he's got a lot of troops. As I say, by rights, Gondor should have crumbled, but I don't know what the event code for that would have been. I mean, the thing is, we could win. If we helped him out, he could win. Our combined troops would be enough. Oh, let's go help him out. Especially if we can take out these troops without the other ones reinforcing. It's only a 9-month siege. Oh, he's going for it, is he? We'll follow it. Because if he's going for it, we'll follow. It'd be really nice if she could actually get rid of... She can clear the Great Pox, but she can't clear my gout. Do you want to come in and help on that? I mean, allegedly we're going to win anyway, but I'd be really grateful if you could come in and help. Because we are definitely not going to win that. The game was lying to us. But we would have won it if you'd bothered in any way to come on in. Cheers, buddy. Literally all you got to do is go and smack him. You've got like 10,000 troops over there. That's worth a go. Our Holy Orders has expanded, which is good. Right, do you want to come help? Oh, Paramir's charmed one of our vassals. Monthly stewardship lifestyle experience, useful. Can we put another one on display, or is that essentially the same as your book we've already got? No, we can't put it on display. Black Numorean architecture. That's a lot of stress loss. Yeah, can you not do that? Please. Would you mind awfully fucking off? Right, looks like they are at least going to deal with that this time. So I won't disband yet. There we go. Right, now I'll disband. I hadn't noticed it making a different sound, but you may be right. Got 20 months left on that extra castle. Oh, Sauron's going for Aragorn. What's he going for? Lebanon. Which is all of that bit, isn't it? That's not good for Aragorn. Mordor have a lot of troops. A lot of troops. That is not good. Yeah, I can't see this working, but it's worth a try. Someone got overthrown. Our son got overthrown. No way. Son, what did you do? Who overthrew you, son? Wasn't him, because he's also my son. Good evening, Min Pin Kitty. Yeah, he was. Aragorn was briefly allied to Isengard. I'm guessing he isn't now. No, he's got no allies. God damn it. Right, let's cancel that then. Uh, 28, 21. You can join my court. You might be useful. Yeah, everyone's on the piling onto Aragorn now. Dead Councillor, good call. We're getting through a lot of Chancellors. We can increase control. That's presumably where we got siege down. You fucking dare. Yeah, you go away. You go somewhere else. That is our new castle holding. Give us a trade court, and then there'll be a couple of them. Couple of probably barracks. Hello, Kitty. Belphegor is okay. Can demand payments. No idea who you are. Absolutely give me some money. Do you have anything else we can turn into hooks? Probably going to get a lot of stress from doing this. He's got a fair bit of gold. He's worth it. Today is actually a beer night rather than a tea night, I'll be honest. I'm currently drinking a GPA German Pale Ale, 5.2%. It's described as having a Glaswegian heart and a German head. A German Pale Ale with an American twist. Grapefruit aromas from US Chinook hops and spice and floral notes from German Mittelfrüh hops. Light and refreshing with a dry biscuit finish. Good evening, bringing the revolution, and to you, Snukunu. Or Snukunu, however you could decide to pronounce it. Let's see what this... That's quite nice. It doesn't have a lot of sort of afterbody to it, which I find sometimes pales can be a bit overbodied. That's really tasty. Oh, I do like that. Right, you sir, I would like payment for your hook. I think the more buildings we can upgrade, obviously we're boosting our income by doing this. It would be quite nice to get a duchy building down here, which would be a cash boosting one. Like, that's an extra 0.5 ducats a month if we manage to build tax offices, which we're not far off of. And it's relevant to the entire duchy. Saruman was overthrown. He is our rival. He really doesn't like us. No traits, but strong Númenórean blood, which is not a bad thing. May grow strong and wise. So, popular figurehead, domain it +2 is not that useful to us. Architect would be nice because of the building cost boosts. Yeah, what is Saruman up to these days? He was talking shit about us to our potential friend, wasn't he? Find character. Become the owner of High King Tamazir's dagger. Sure, why not? Personal scheme success chance. That's decent. Where is Saruman these days? Reset to defaults. Saruman, where you at? Well, you can't actually just do a named character search, can you? So that kind of... Oh yeah, Riddermark title history would do it. Or not Riddermark, the Isengard. Isengard Unleashed. Title history. Let's pin him. He is 3rd Marshal Elfston of Larknock's Chancellor. Where are you? Damn, man. Saruman has fallen far in the world. Like, talk about a fall from grace. He's this guy's Chancellor. Like, you just know he's hanging around that kingdom being like, yeah, I used to be someone, you know. Also, if you're that guy, you definitely don't invite Saruman into your kingdom. Because he's going to be like, I will serve you loyalty. And you're like, yeah, sure, Jan. How can we screw with Saruman? Surprisingly, he won't join our court. That's nice. Control territory defenders advantage. The Ring of Saruman is nice. We could get a Ring of Power. Oh, should we try and get his Ring of Power off of him? Our prowess is good enough. We could challenge him for it. I mean, we've got plenty of prestige. We can afford to do it. We need to equip that other dagger, don't we? I'd really like if we could get some armor. Can we get armor off of anyone? Has anyone got any armor we can fight for? If we appoint, we can commission stuff, can't we? Our son would be average at it. Bit more gold and we can try and commission an artifact. Doesn't Sauron forge a second ring for him? Like a new ring? So it's not like one of the OG rings, it's a Ring of Power 2.0. Can you commission me some armour? I feel like we'd be laminar people. No, we'd be scale, wouldn't we? He forges his own ring, it's not one of the originals. Well, I want it anyway. I want my ring, damn it. Horrid Joe! Thank you very much for the follow. But we're going to get some armour first. We have finished increased control, so that's fine. How is our slow creep on Gondorian? 52. Yeah, I'm kind of worried that's going to drop down so low that we can't reach 80. I just don't know how else we can boost that. I don't know how we can boost that any further. Hello, Kitty. You're not climbing out the window, no. You can sit next to it, but you're not climbing out it. My vassal, Lord Kellenbrough, accosts me. Well met, liege. I've heard tell of your patronage of Delwyn the Armour. They say she is making scale armour worthy of a princess. Please take this and give it to her. I wouldn't want to miss the chance to aid in the creation of a masterpiece. Yeah, fair enough. Can you remind me where we're trying to merge cultures? It's because we want to create Grey Númenórean. That's why. We want to merge, it's part of our kind of the backstory we told of her turning her back on the black Númenórean ways and becoming Grey Númenórean. Is there an innovation that boosts it? Because that would be useful. Rightful ownership is the one I was thinking of. It's innovation. Yeah, I don't think there's anything that boosts it. Black Númenórean scale armor. Prowess +2. It's better than no prowess boost. Right, let's don that. Let's swap that back to fine spear. Which means with a prowess of 46. Saruman. Ooh, no. I demand the ring of Saruman. For a few brief moments, Saruman and I pace in lazy half circles, each watching for an opening. I couch my fine spear, ready to defend myself, while he clutches his Astari spear firmly to hand. This fight may only be till first blood, but that doesn't ease my nerves. With a sudden twitch, our bout begins. Saruman shifts into a defensive stance, his spear forming a damn near impenetrable wall of perfect parries between me and him. We'll go, I'll show you how I catch a spear. We would definitely do that. My spear flows around Saruman like water, each strike chaining fluidly into the next. A series of perfectly timed attacks, a cruel smile spreads across Saruman's lips, and before I can adjust my guard, I'm almost buckling under a savage hail of thrusting jabs. My form is excellent, with little chance for a mistake, and Saruman's stance is incredible. I've yet to open my opponent's guard at all, and don't see no way yet to claim a victory. Snatching a heavy purse of silver from my belt, I hurl it at my opponent's face. Though Saruman manages to dodge the projectile, I use the time to bring my spear to bear inside his guard, ramming its sharp point against the man's throat. Saruman doesn't surrender immediately. For an instant it even looks like he might try something with his own weapon, but a scowl and shifting of my weight makes it clear that it can only end one way. I get the yield. We have the Ring of Saruman. I think we might retire the spear at that point. We're like, yeah, it's beaten Saruman. Because we'll go with the dagger. The Rings of Power were created during the Second Age by the Elves of Aragorn. Under Anatar's guidance, surely Saruman of the Astari, student of Eorl, is no less a skill than Sauron. Proof is that he, for the first time in the Third Age, has forged a Renew Ring of Power. Yeah, so he put it on. He created it himself. We have the Ring of Saruman. Scaly Lady has given birth to a girl. She is 2 years off marriage. Don't let me forget. We can create a High Lordship and should. Right, well Gondor has shrunk. A couple of twins. Not that great. Did we start a ducal building going? Because if not, we really should get on top of that. We did not. Okay, that's next goal. How much do we need for that? We need 261. Can we steal anyone else's interesting relics? Who else might have interesting relics we can steal? I feel like we wouldn't try and steal stuff from Aragorn, and we'd lose in a fight to him anyway. Plus, I don't think we reach many of the requirements anyway. Crown of Gondor, if we have the crown, of Gondor, we do. Gondor is shrinking, man. Like, the Gondor, like, his kingdom starts down here now. And Sauron's really strong. I do worry about our ability to beat Sauron. I mean, I guess if you're doing an Aragorn run, you've just got to kind of hope that you manage to capture Sauron and kill him. Oh, sorry about that. Beer went red the wrong way. The Lurking Dragon has redeemed a Histo fact. Fun one I learned literally earlier. Churchill had the route of his funeral kind of march changed to make sure it went through Waterloo Station, purely because he wanted President de Gaulle of France to have to go through Waterloo Station. Which, you know, I think is a wonderfully petty bit of things to do at your funeral. Someone trying to kill my son again. How powerful are the kingdoms to the south? I mean, Umbar is alright. I mean, essentially, Umbar, Gondor combined would stand a chance. I mean, to be fair, de Gaulle and Churchill really disliked each other. Really disliked each other. We're not talking mild dislike here. Trade ports. Yeah, but you'd have more control over that kind of thing if you're starting. Can you start as Aragorn? I presume you don't. I presume you start as the High Steward and then you become Aragorn via an event. Scaly Lady is plotting against our son. Throw her in jail. Denethor, yeah, that's it. There's basically no way out of this situation for the forces of good now unless somehow took over Be'lakor and maybe built up enough forces to reconquer the north. I don't think we're down and out yet. I think we have ways and means. More critically, we probably should be thinking about educating some of these frickin' kids. Oh no, she did alright. I mean, she got Insightful Thinker, which isn't great. And that is our fault for not remembering that she was actually growing up. She's still technically young enough to pop out another Sprog. Hopefully she pops out a decent girl. Yes, she can marry. So get over to court. And then, would you mind marrying... Why wouldn't you marry one of my sons? Who said you could marry? Do I have any half-decent grandsons? Well, you might as well. Although she'll still be fertile when he comes of age. Or him. Or him. Marry him. Does it include special troops? I assume it does. Yeah, well, it's only got 860 special troops left. It's got a lot of levies. I think it depends on how long it takes him to get over this way. I think there are ways and means we can do this. What we really need to do is get Isengard back on the side of good. That's kind of what I'm thinking is I reckon we could, with the right military perks, if we like really hyper optimized a military leader, I think we could counter that. My son is plotting against my other son. Can you not? Well, that's what I was wondering is, the problem is I don't think this character would kidnap. I think we have more options when we move on to new characters, which is why I'm kind of annoyed at myself for not spotting what we were doing. Like, she's actually a really good warrior. She is impatient, wrathful and lazy, and she's not got the strong blood. As things stand, our Fanazef here is going to have to be our heir. Like, that's who we want to be our heir. But she's got Insightful Thinker. If we'd spotted it in time, we could have flipped it to something more useful, but we didn't. It is the downside of people living so long, as it becomes just much kind of harder to manage your inheritance in the way I'm used to managing my inheritance. What we need as well is another Holy Order, which is tricky because we had to found one in our capital area. Like, if we could get another Holy Order, we'd be fine. I think realistically, if we could get up to 20,000 troops, I could hold off Sauron. But that's easier said than done. I'm almost tempted to let her... She's still going to be fine anyway. Because that would push our Fazeneth to being our heir. I wonder if we should push for this kingdom. What's in this kingdom? How big is it? It's just that, but I think we push for that kingdom. It's tribal land, so we'll have to convert it, but we can do that. 950, but good allies. We kind of need him to die. Right, we just lost our court physician. I think you have to be independent to form a Holy Order. Yeah, we were. Well, that's the thing, is we were when we pulled it off here. I mean, my big worry now with this run is I'm not sure we can form the Grey Númenóreans. Yeah, because look, we're only generating 0.1 acceptance now. Because that decay towards baseline. Which is a shame, but... grant your new lands to some Gondorians. I don't think that helps. The problem is that baseline of 15%. Like, I'm not criticising the mod for this, by the way. I totally get why the mod kind of tries to force you to play the existing cultures and limit that kind of thing. Because it is, you know, ultimately it's a full conversion mod. So it's not in any way a criticism. It just limits the ability to kind of slightly roleplay our own thing on this. For the particular combo we want to do. If we weren't doing this, so for example, it would be quite easy for us to do, or different. Like we could very easily do, say, a run up here, and we could do the swearing on the orb thing we talked about. And I strongly suspect we could do a nice merged culture between the cultures of the Riddermark and, isn't there some mountain cultures around here? Yeah, like the aerodrome. So I wonder slightly if we do that. Especially as the event didn't fire to destroy Gondor. Like, or we go proper Be'lakor and try and be the kind of the line from the south. My worry with something like Be'lakor is it becomes quite a big run, and I'm not overly keen on kind of the level of admin you end up with having to manage that level of kingdoms. I kind of like the idea of saving Gondor from within. I think part of our problem was Isengard winning against the Riddermark, because it just put so much pressure on Gondor early on. Which hasn't been helped by this land being so weak, and we've not been able to do the culture boosting we wanted to do. Because we've been so focused on trying to boost the culture, we've not had a chance to try and boost the dev. Which is why we're still only knocking along with plus 15 and we've got limited levies. I think maybe we try this again. But we try with, we do either Dol Amroth or we do Lamadon with the crazy black thing. And we say that, as I said before, like once per ruler you're allowed to, I have to swear on the black stone to obey something chat wants me to do in terms of gameplay.